Hi everyone, and welcome to another Tuesday Talks with Darlene. My name's Darlene from the Aligned Path with Darlene. Now, this week we're actually talking about the relationship you have with yourself and the Root Base Chakra. Now, the Root Base Chakra is an energy center in your body at the spine of your body. So it's right at the spine, the base of the spine. That's why it's called either the Root Chakra or the Base Chakra. And what I'm going to do today is when we're talking about the relationship with ourselves, I'm actually going to have a few aspects in the physical and a few of the business aspects, because business does come into it as well. This is primarily focused on the relationship with yourself. Now, again, the root base chakra is at the spine of your, at the base of your spine. And a lot of traditional knowledge is about, it's the survival, it's, safety, security, that kind of stuff. And yes, it is. There's more to it though. There's so much more to it than that, which is why I'm doing these videos to help you. Now, the first thing I want to look at in regards to relationship with yourself is your own health. When your own health is good, the relationship to yourself is amazing. It really is. It's incredible because you feel healthy. Not only do you feel physically healthy, you feel your mind is healthy. So, you can have less thoughts come through. You can be more focused. You can have more fun in life. So think about the physical health, how important it is. Now, when we actually talk about relationship to health, I'll go back a bit. What is your definition of relationship? Because that's important. And when we're talking about relationship to ourselves, we're talking about the relationship to our body, to our mind, to our soul, to everything, to our emotions. We're talking about the relationship to every single aspect of yourself. And for me, growing up, I disconnected from my body. It was trauma. It was one of those things. And over the years, I've done a lot of work. And now the relationship I have with my health, with myself, is much healthier. And that is why, and it's been happening for a while, I don't want things like chocolate anymore. Like, it just doesn't interest me. Sugar is pretty rare. Like, I'll have natural sugar that's in foods and not processed foods, but is in fruits and all that kind of stuff. Yes, I'll find sugar through that. Yet I don't want the artificial sugar. So even lemonade, I go for no sugar lemonade. I do love fizzy things, I still love the fizzy things. I will still have the occasional, things like Pepsi, still again, sugar-free Pepsi, because I don't want the way it reacted in my body. I don't want to feel like that. Because when you have sugar, you get this enormous hit and then you crash. And for me, because of everything that has happened in my life, when I crash and I can't do anything for the rest of the day. That's not what I want. I don't want that. I want to be able to work on my beautiful business with my clients. I want to be able to study. I want to be able to do the creative stuff. I want to go and be with friends. So for me, having sugar, it's not the right thing to do. And I'm glad that, over the years, it got less and less. And so that if I have sugar, I'm very aware of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So again, think about our physical health. Now, it's also the energy. When we look at the relationship to ourselves, what energy do we have? Now, this is a really big one. I read something recently that a friend posted about, her and looking at the energy within her. When she thought she was 100% filled with energy, she was only actually at 50% because she wasn't really aware of what the energy was in her body and what it was doing, not necessarily what, but, what it was actually doing. So when she became aware of what the energy was in her body, then she was aware of the energy levels. And so that's a big thing. What are your energy levels? So when you go into your body and you ask the question, what are my energy levels? Now, if you're really connected to your body and your emotions and your intuition, you will get the aligned answer. I don't want to say right answer, the aligned answer. So, just close your eyes, go into your body and ask it, what energy level do I have right now? And when you ask it and you've come from that aligned place, it will give you an answer, and you'll be able to know what's right for you. Now, it's also about courage. Courage to do things. And it's courage to, like when we have the relationship with ourselves, it's the courage to do what we want to do that's aligned for us. Do you want to go and do you want to learn yoga? Or do you want to learn, Pilates or whatever? Do you want to go to the gym? Or do you want to do other form of exercise? What do you want to eat? Do you want to be able to have the courage to say no when someone offers you a food that is not right for your body? That your body is saying, no, I don't want that food. Do you have the courage to be able to say no in a way that helps that person? It doesn't make them feel bad or anything like that. Because when somebody offers something, they're doing it out of their pure heart. So do you have the courage to be able to say no? And it's the courage to step outside the comfort zone. Because if we stay in that comfort zone, we don't grow. We keep growing in the comfort zone because we step outside slightly, we do something, and then that comfort zone grows, and then we step out again, and it'll grow and grow and grow. Do you have the courage to do that? Do you have the courage to step outside the comfort zone? As long as it's right for you. Because if you tune in and it is so unaligned with what you want to do, or there is a fear there that you haven't worked with. So stepping outside that comfort zone means you're actually going to add more trauma to yourself, because you don't want to do that. You don't want to add more trauma. You want to have the courage to step outside the comfort zone as long as it's not going to cause trauma, as long as it is aligned with who you are and what you want for your life. And yes, it does go into business as well. And then we've got trust. How much do you trust yourself? Because when we trust ourselves, wow, is it powerful. We trust ourselves to make decisions. And decisions that we know are going to be aligned for us. And yes, we do, I'm getting tears, we do need to put ourselves first, no matter what people say, because it comes back to that energy. When you put others first, you drain your energy, and it takes a lot to build it back up again. And then you start to feel resentful, because it's like, well, I did all that stuff for that person and they didn't even thank me, or I did all that stuff for that person, but now I'm behind on what I wanted to do. Because you say yes to people when you've got the time and the space. If you haven't got time and space, then gently let the person know. Let them know that at the moment you're not able to do that. And make a time to do that. Now, if it's something urgent, of course, that's different. But when it's something that's not, that urgent, maybe they want to go to the movies, then you can turn around and say, I'm not able. What about this? What about this day? And then you can make it a date with that friend, Okay, great. Let's go Thursday at 12 o'clock. Perfect. And so then that you've made a beautiful, appointment with that person, a date with that person that's right for you, and it's right for them as well. They wanted to go to the movies and you went, yes, I can go. How about these dates? So always put yourself first and trust that you will know what to do. And you will know how to say things. When you come from a beautiful heart space, from when your energy is 100%, and you're not coming from a resentful space. Because when they might text or they might call, you let the call go to, the answering machine if you're doing something. Then when you go and pick up the phone and listen to the message, you can be in that space that you're doing the right thing for them and the right thing for you, because you're in that beautiful space, so that when you answer, you're answering from a better space. So again, let's look at the physical. It's the physical health. It's the energy within your body. It's the courage that you have to step outside that comfort zone, unless it's going to cause trauma, and it's trusting yourself. Now, let's have a look at the relationship with ourselves and just slightly with our business. I'm actually going to talk about the relationship we have with our business. That is a separate video. In this one, I just want to touch on 3 things quickly. So it's the purpose. When you have a healthy relationship with yourself and you start working on your business, you're able to stay on the purpose, on your path. You're able to do that. It's amazing. So the relationship with yourself is really important. It's so important to have that so that you're able to work on your business. You're able to stay on that path. It's also about planning. So think about planning. When you've got a great relationship with yourself, you can actually plan things in your business. You can plan when you want to have clients. You can plan when you want to create content. You can plan those kind of things because you'll know, because of the relationship with yourself, you'll know when you work best to do those things. Now, for me, I can have clients most of the day till about 2, because after that, I do know that time is for me. When it's things like creating content or that kind of stuff, working, on my business, then it's the morning. The morning is best for me to do those things. And that's what it's about. When you have the relationship with yourself, you know what your energy levels are at certain times during the day. And of course, you can top them up. Yet you still want to have time for you. You can't work on your business all the time, because that's not healthy, and your business doesn't want it either. Now, that's been this episode of Tuesday Talks with Darleen. We've looked at the root base chakra, which is at the spine of the base of the spine in your physical body. And we've looked at the physical aspects of physical health, energy, courage, and trust. And in business, we just briefly touched on purpose and planning. Next time, another video will be done about the relationship to your business. Thank you very much for watching, for subscribing, for sharing all those beautiful things that you do to support me. And I'm wishing you a beautiful day wherever you are in this world.